All right, gentlemen, you've mastered discipline in business, in your career. Now it's time to apply that to your body. That's why I've created the Beyond Average method. This is going to help you lose your man boobs, lose your gut, get you very fit. My name is Jordan Miller. I have been helping driven, successful men since 2011 reclaim their energy, their confidence, and get the edge back that when they started their career with, they had that drive, that feeling of being pushed with your back up against the wall, your back up against the ropes, and you're ready to fight. So that's the drive, the type of imagery I want you to think about of getting you back. Because there's the desires that you want that has shown in your business and your career, but your body's not reflecting it. When you look in the mirror, that same success that you have in your career is not reflected by your body image. And we want to get that confidence back, that energy and that edge when you walk into the room that people can feel. And so the first thing that I teach within my coaching, you would think it would be how to eat, how to work out. Those things are a huge part of it. And I'm going to get into that with you. But one of the biggest pieces, men, is reframing your identity and truly diving deep into who you are. This is a very, very big piece. Remember, you've built your career by showing up when others didn't, but the mirror doesn't reflect the same level of success yet. So we need to reframe your identity. Success in business happened. Now we want to have success with our health, or it's all going to mean nothing. You didn't wait for motivation in your career. You did the work day in, day out, no matter what. Let's start applying some of these same principles that you already have strengths in and apply that to our health. Your health transformation starts the same way. So stop identifying as I'm the busy guy, I'm the fat dad, I'm just too busy. Like you would never make that excuse in the boardroom. In fact, you tell your coworkers, you tell your employees, you tell your other business men that you sit at a bar with the same thing. You would never make those types of excuses to them, but you'll make them to yourself. And so this is where the identity piece comes in. This is where I'm going to help. I will dive in very deeply with you on that when we're working together. And so that's number one. But number two is we also need to simplify your systems. And the reason you haven't been consistent isn't because you're weak. We know you have these strengths, but your day-to-day is very busy, it's very complicated. So we need to simplify the plan for you so you can actually get healthy. Oftentimes the things that you've started in the past, this is a very common thing that I talk to men on a weekly basis, is that their plans that they've started with are so intense that they can do them for a week or two and then they burn out because they just can't adhere to that type of plan. So we need to forget about the 6-day splits, all these crazy fad diets like carnivore and keto. These things just don't work in the long haul. You'll stick to them for a little bit, you'll get a little weight loss, and then you'll rebound and you're worse off than ever. They end up hurting our hormones. They jack up our testosterone. They mess up our cortisol, which you already probably have because you're living in high stress situations. So we need to start correcting these things the right way. And this takes a strategy that fits your schedule, that actually morphs into your reality, not one that burns you out in a week or two again, and you end up in the same spot or worse off in a month. So we have to build these systems out. And we do that through nutrition. We do that through training. And so we need to be thinking, hey, how do I set up a 3-day-a-week training plan where I'm hitting all my muscle groups, where I'm getting in 30 minutes of workouts? How do I get in steps every single day and just get some movement in over my lunch hour, in the evening with my wife? What does that look like? And so I love to dive into your day with you and really build out this because we want to master the metrics, because you know what doesn't get measured or what doesn't get tracked gets doesn't get measured. So what you track improves, period. You already do these things. You track your revenue. You know your KPIs. You know the numbers in your business. Start doing the same with your body. we gotta know how much protein we're taking in. Most of us are under eating there. You're never gonna achieve the body you want without getting in ample protein. But this also satiates us. It makes us feel fuller, so we're not binge eating the crap in the evenings or throughout the day. Okay, we want to also track our workouts. When you're with me, I have my custom app where you're working with me in there, and everything is measured in there. We track everything because I love the data of it, because I can actually build you a plan that continues to challenge you, continues to improve you week over week, month over month, so you finally actually get the results that you want, that you've been desiring, that you just can't grasp hold of. And this is the piece that's missing, is the metrics. Track the progress pictures, your energy levels, hormones. We want to do all of those things because it is the telltale of all of the pieces put together, you guys. When you track the progress, your belief also follows, okay? We want to build non-negotiables. You already have non-negotiables in your business. You have your meetings, you have your calendar, you have all of your deadlines. And I will tell you this, I can tell a man's success that he's going to have in that month or in that year by looking into his calendar. Because what's in the calendar is what's a priority. And so we actually build your workouts into your calendar. We install the same standard that you've made in your life, in your career life, and we already use the strengths you have, and we put them into your health life. Quick, efficient workouts that get you results. Something as simple as drinking a gallon of water a day. These are just examples. Some daily movement, some walks. The key point is here, guys, is that these are appointments that you're setting with your present self. Your present self. Think about that. How often lately have you ever actually paused and been present with yourself? We want to create the future you dream of. You've already done this. You used to dream about the future that you have built today. You are creating that reality by being present and dreaming and envisioning it. Use what you've already done. Use the strengths you have to do it over again, but just in your health and your fitness. It works. You don't need more time. You need a tighter standard with your time. And then we just need to establish the real why. Not, no, I want to fit better in my shirt. You're not doing this because you look good shirtless. I mean, it's a bonus. Trust me, your wife's not going to be pissed about it. Your girlfriend's not going to be pissed about it. Going to the pool, like, I get it. I want to look good with my shirt off too. But you're doing it so you can show up with better energy, with a deeper presence and a higher purpose. Okay? We actually got to be real with ourselves. What are we doing this for? Because that's one of the reasons why guys fail over and over and over, because their why is very shallow. It's very surface level. We got to go deeper. What about it in your family does this matter? Why in your business does this matter? Why in your life does this matter? Sit down today, write those things out. Go deep, not surface level, one sentence BS. Go deep. Every time you want to quit, remember who's watching. Your team, your kids, yourself. That's the big one, yourself, because you have to live with yourself. These are the two questions you really need to ask. What happens when I do this? When I actually do this, what will happen in my life? What will happen in my business? What will happen with my family? What will happen with my wife? What will happen with my kids? Most of you won't take the time and sit down and write this. But for the few who do, success, deeper success is going to happen. What happens when you don't do this? It's easy to write down what happens when you do, but what happens when you don't? Another one, very challenging. But I've seen over a decade of using this with men, the success that happens when we start to get very, very real and we go deeper than just hitting P90X. we have to go deeper because this isn't just about a physical change. The physical change will only be temporary if we don't grow here and establish the mind and let it connect with our hearts so we can actually have a true transformation and change our life and then have a life that changes those around us. That's the key. So some men's success, business owners here, CEOs, very busy men that have crushed it. Patrick, absolutely unbelievable. Dustin, amazing, still working with me today. These guys, I mean, absolutely amazing what they have done in different time frames. You can see here 5 months. Been working with me over a year here. Beautiful. I mean, this was in a short 2 months. Absolutely amazing. So if you've built your success already in business, in your career, now it's time to do the same thing in your body. So if you're ready to actually take these steps and finally align the discipline with your health and your fitness, I would love to help you do that. Would love to dive in and build you a plan that actually works, that actually fits your life so you can finally tackle this. Just DM me on Instagram, the word discipline, or shoot me an email at jordan@runtogun.com. I will set up a free consultation with me directly. And we'll set you up. We'll make sure you're squared away so you're not spinning your wheels for another year wishing that you would have gotten started on something that was real and not temporary. You guys, I appreciate you. Let's keep having success in more than just our business. Let's have it in our life so we can actually stimulate a real change in our own life and for those around us. We'll talk to you very soon.